Once, a long time ago, there was a young girl. Maybe she was 10, maybe a bit younger. This girl looked out on the world from the enclave of a small farming community. She lived on a small farm, very protected from the rest of the world. The parents of this girl would gather on occasion with others in the greater community. The adults would gather together to celebrate and connect, dragging their children behind them. The parents would gather in this space for stories, schemes, and cards. The children would gather in the side space for games, roughhousing, and antics. But this girl was a bit different. The games and antics of the other children held little interest for her. She might join for a short while, but always wandered off to a quiet corner with her books. Books about what could be. Books of understanding the world around her. On this particular New Year's Eve, she had exhausted her books early. She was bored with the activities of the other children. What a dangerous place to be. Her mind and imagination flitted from here and there. She very quickly got lost in the pathways of her own mind. She would explore one direction of the labyrinth, then another, skipping from one path to the next path, and then back again. Then she picked up her notebook and she started to write. What if? What if? What if? What if people could fly? What if we could go to another planet? What would we find there? What if we could go to the furthest reaches of the universe? What if? What if? What if? Her pages soon filled up with curiosity, possibility, and potential. Her page filled up with the exuberance of a young life. Excited with the possibilities and the exploration of life, this young girl showed her mother. The mother really meant no harm, but with one comment, and I don't even remember what it was. She made the young girl feel small and foolish. I closed the notebook that night and sat quietly until it was time to go home. That could have been the end of the story, but it wasn't. My imagination, my sense of possibility, my drive to explore potential kept surfacing. I filled up notebooks. I lived in other worlds. I went underground. But the question, what if, would not let me go. What if led me to explore and learn ideas, skills, and techniques. What would it look like if led me to see possibility, make connections, and see patterns? I began to see how things were interconnected. I began to see the essence and potential that really was the simplicity in life. I learned how to recombine and design. I designed macrame and clothes. I learned to cook by the seat of my pants and more. The more I experienced, the more patterns emerged. The mistakes were opportunities to learn a new skill and a new way of seeing. The most important thing that I learned was relax. Relax and treat the learning process as if it was play. Take the pressure off. Play.